Analyze. When I say analyze, you say analyze. Analyze. Always remember to analyze. Analyze.
My name is Reality,
My name is Faris.
and we'll teach you how to be on billboards.
Yes, if you want to be on a billboard like me in reality,
Just have to
I'm
analyze.
going to show the pictures now. This is how we did it.
Easy.
So to set the scene, in the summer, initially I am signed with a modelling agency, and in the summer I was looking for jobs. I was trying to get some work, hope to make some money over the summer through modelling, and the opportunity of a casting came up, and they were looking for two gym goers, not necessarily gym goers that need to be going to the gym loads. They're looking for two gym goers, so they're looking for me, and they were looking for somebody else. And first of all, I texted my other good friend, but he didn't answer.
Good friend. Yeah, no, analyze.
First I texted my best
Analyze.
friend, and he didn't answer. Then I was like, oh, let me text this guy that I know at uni. And he said yeah, and so that's how we initially got it. The casting came up. They were looking for two gym goers. Honestly, you can find this stuff on, this is through my agency, but you can find it on Instagram as well. There's loads of casting agencies. So you've got ones like Casting London, you've got ones, Autumn Jen and Casting, you've got Lane Casting, and there's also more niche ones as well, like Obscure Casting, and there's loads of ones, because even when you're with a modelling agency, it's the modelling agency, then you get casted, and then it's the client. So it's almost like you're skipping out the middleman of the agency and going straight to the casting. So sometimes they can actually be a more beneficial way of getting jobs. So for example, my friend Reality, he's not signed, and because it was through the casting agency, they were able to take him and me together. So to be honest, I didn't really need to be signed to get this job.
So basically, I'm a freelancer. So I just model without an agency, which is possible, and it's quite, I say, unique. Like it's different, you know. And it's fun, to be honest. It's actually fun.
But inshallah, soon I'll get signed. Okay, well, let me.
Analyze.
Yeah, so he found a casting call saying, "Oh, Reality, do you want to do it?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, come in there. Might as well do it for the culture." But I didn't really understand what was it about. I thought it was fake, to be honest. But I believed him, obviously, because he has an agency. So I was thinking, "Oh, right, he just found it like that. Say no, might as well do it." So then he texted me about it. Then I was actually on it. So I was actually like serious to do it, you know.
Okay, so once we applied for the casting, we both applied for it. We then had to, this is what happened for any casting that you have to do, you have to submit photos of yourself. So we had to submit the front of our face, the side, back profile, or video. So that will be standard for any job you want to do, whether that's modelling, whether that's acting, there's anything to do in that sort of industry, you're going to have to submit photos of yourself. Clear, plain photos, and you'll usually have to answer video as well, like we had to do, which was talking about, because obviously the campaign was for ChatGPT, we had to explain how we use AI in our daily lives, we had to explain what our perfect day would look like, just simple videos, just for them just to get a real gist of the person you are, and also what you look like, because obviously that's important.
Yeah. So obviously, Faris, he has an experience about taking professional photos and stuff, and he was telling me to take front picture nicely with lighting, side and the other side.
Oh yeah, I mean you've got the jawline as well, you got that.
Ooh.
Analyze.
So yeah, I took some pictures. Obviously, I'm gonna show you on the screen now. And Faris wasn't really happy about it, but me, I was literally like, oh wow, they look like dangerous. I don't really like them, so I just used them. But Faris thought we're not gonna get it because obviously he didn't like the pictures. But I thought they were like perfect.
Yeah, so after that we then got an email back after submitting the videos and the photos saying that, oh, the client would like you to come in for a casting, an in-person casting. And that's where things started to get a bit interesting. So we were told to come to a casting. Should we show the email? We could probably show the email on the
Yeah.
So we'll show the email.
The email.
So like all the details that where we needed to go. And so what it was, we had to go to just literally a random sort of studio in London. And we had to go there, we had to wait in a queue, and then we were called to then speak to these panel of clients,
Yes.
as well as clients on Zoom call. So it was quite interesting, and obviously, with it being Reality's first time, he was very nervous. He was too scared to even eat a banana.
I wasn't nervous.
He
He's lying.
too scared to
He
even.
was lying.
Bro, honestly,
Because in the casting, yeah, this is what happened. They provide us with food, and analyze this. They provide us with food, yeah. How's Faris going inside, sitting down, goes, okay, which one? I'm thinking, bro, relax, bro. He's alright. So I was thinking, yo, calm. He has an agency. He's used to modeling, so that's why maybe
It's
he
got
didn't
nothing
care.
to do with having an agency.
I was thinking that, I'm not lying.
Bro, they've basically got a whole array of food.
They usually have chocolate, protein bar, everything analyzed correctly, fruits on the side. I was thinking, Faris does not care. Like me, I can't do that.
An actual fun fact as well is we weren't even going to go because our casting call for the time kept getting later and later.
Oh yeah.
And because I was based in Worthing because I wasn't university and he was based in Northampton. Yeah, we had to travel far, so we weren't going to go because they kept taking it back from like I think it initially was 4:30.
We literally had like basically me and Faris were like 10 minutes. We're just deep in our life, like deciding should we go, should we stop this, because we're just violating, like literally violating back to back. We're saying come at this time. We're like okay, come at this. Then after they will like change and say oh come at this time because we can't. There's other people coming and stuff. So and after they done it again, me and Faris were like. Guy, does it make sense?
Yeah, honestly, like they kept taking it later and later. And I remember calling Reality saying, "To be honest, there's no point us going." Like I literally said to him, "I don't know if it's because I've like for people that do modelling, like you face so many rejections." I was just like, "There's a very minimal chance of us getting it." But Reality said to me, "Is like, no, keep faith. Let's go. Let's just see how it is. We've got nothing to lose." And if it wasn't for him to be honest, I wouldn't have gone. Like genuinely. And then we both went. Yeah, we did the casting. So now we're actually going to talk about what we actually did for the casting. What we had to do, how the experience was, and yeah, how we found the overall time actually securing the job, because this was the most important part. So we got it there, we signed our names in, we were obviously on a list, and we were sitting in a holding area. This is where obviously they gave us food, and we were just waiting with the other people that were applying for the job. And this is usually the most nervous part, but I think the thing that actually stood out for us is that because I was used to it before, and Reality is just overall quite a chillax guy, we were just chillaxing, we were just like making jokes, we were just having fun, and didn't really feel like we were casting. And I think if we knew the magnitude of the job before, we probably would have been a lot more nervous, but we didn't really care too much. Like, we were just joking. I think a few times they even had to tell us off for talking because we were literally just vibing.
After this back room went around, which they told us, we went in there. And the first thing, obviously, it was a wide studio and like a big camera and everything. And there were 3 people sitting at the front and like 1 person at the back. He asked us, how did you guys like obviously meet each other? And I literally said football, straight. I literally said football. Because obviously he just asked me a question. I wasn't even thinking about, oh, this is a professional setting, modeling. I just said football. Faris was panicking. He tapped me on the shoulder, like Reality, how we actually met. I was about to destroy everything.
Yeah, but basically to get a grip of what happened, we got there and we were sitting in front of the panel.
Yeah.
And obviously the main thing was us being friends and wanted to get to know how we vibe together, especially if we're doing a home workout video, which is the overall plan of the campaign for our part. And they said to us, simple question, so how did you guys meet? Reality just went, football. Just silence. And I looked at him and I was like, oh my god.
He went like this. Like, Reality. How we actually met?
I was like, so this is how we actually met.
But I could see his face, he was panicking, he was like, he's gonna destroy me. He was like, Reality, how we, that was so funny.
So then we actually started going like, okay, we met. Like we met first time at uni and we spent time together. After having to try and rescue Reality before we lost everything, and they just asked us more questions. So they asked us questions about how we use AI, how it's important to us, and then I think the most important question, which kind of saved our interview, was, I'll let you explain. It's about your name.
Oh, the director. I didn't even know it was the director, but it was like smiling at me. So Reality, what's your story behind your name?
Time to shine.
I was like, rah. It's time to shine. I was hopefully. I was like, oh, basically my mom when she was pregnant. When you check the baby, the doctor was like, oh, it looks like the father. This is unreal. The dad was like, oh, this is gonna come as some reality. I was just waffling, and all of them were like,
always remember to analyze.
I was happy. I was waffling.
Yeah. So that was kind of what loosened us up into the interview, because at the start, we were both a bit stiff. Once we loosened up with that, they then asked us, can you now prepare like a 2-minute just like walkthrough of going through a home workout? So we took time out. We said, can we have like 1 or 2 minutes to like discuss with each other what we're gonna do? And I think that's important for anyone that's going to do a casting. and they put something unexpected on you, like remember you're speaking to another person, so if you need time to then say, oh, could we have a bit of time to think about it, or could we just have a few seconds to just discuss what we need to do, or could I have a few seconds if you're doing an interview by yourself, saying, can I think about it? That's genuinely okay, like take your time with things. So we did that, we spoke about what we were going to do, and then we just went through it.
So we picked easy things, like easy stuff, like easy workouts. So like push-ups, squats, and what was it? It was something else. After we turn around again to them and start acting. And the funniest thing, I'll just keep saying analyze, chest straight, put your chest straight, analyze, this stuff, push-ups. Right, it was too funny. No, that was too funny.
Yeah, that analyze is going to go famous. It's going to go famous.
Analyze.
It's already famous at university, so it will soon be worldwide.
When you say analyze, you say
analyze. I forgot to mention as well, when they asked us how we could improve ChatGPT.
Oh my days, before the casting.
Doesn't it tell you it's a sign from God?
Before the casting, me and Faris were like, okay, this is about AIs.
No, because we were listening to the other people.
Oh yeah, we were listening to the previous people who was in the casting, and they asked them the question, oh, how could you improve AI? Me and Faris, we looked at each other like,
ChatGPT.
Quickly!
So guys, if you want to get a campaign for ChatGPT, what you need to do is to ChatGPT to use the ChatGPT campaign to then ChatGPT the ChatGPT.
Basically, just
exactly.
ChatGPT.
So yeah, we ChatGPT the question, and then yeah, when they asked us, because I think it was meant to be quite.
They asked us, I answered that confidently. They looked at us like, wow.
Yeah, they asked us the question, oh, how could you improve ChatGPT? Boom. He was like, I can't remember what he said.
I just remember that.
Yeah, I remembered it. They
were literally like, wow, these guys are smart.
Yeah, we just knew exactly that. So that's another thing, another tip as well. If you see in some sort of casting or acting call, and you see them other people getting asked questions, just listen in on it. Just have a little, if you can, of course. And then yeah, so we finished the casting call, good vibes, and yeah, that was it really. We drove back to London or drove back to Worthing.
So obviously after it was done, Faris analysed there was food around still, and obviously me, I was scared to take the food, like fruits and stuff. Faris didn't care, just grabbed anything, blah 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 blah. I was feeling like I might have to copy him. I just started copying, looking at my surroundings, kind of like I'm living one. Let me just take one banana. I don't took one banana. I was living my life.
Analyze.
Also, Faris was telling me that at the end, that the person sitting behind the three people at the front was smiling a lot and laughing when we were acting. So I guess hopefully like.
Yeah, we overall had a good feeling about the casting. I think mainly because we were just there, just acting how we would, even if we weren't in a casting, just being ourselves. I think that was the main thing. So another important thing. So once we finished the casting, we then had to wait about 2-3 weeks to have a response back. So for a lot of people that want to do modelling or acting, you don't usually hear back very soon, but usually you get confirmed. We don't hear anything at all. So we were waiting. And we didn't actually get confirmed until maybe 1 or 2 days before the fitting that was scheduled. And what they did make us do, they made us sign a lot of documents. So they made us sign a lot of documents concerning our background checks. If we said anything bad about OpenAI or ChatGPT before, they did Instagram checks, social media checks, and they wanted to know all our details. So although this obviously made us think, oh, we might have got the job, they didn't actually confirm it till very late, which is something to remember when you're doing modelling. Is you're not going to hear 1, 2, 3 weeks before getting the job. You're going to hear very late because they're still deciding.
Also, like I was kind of like living my life because the amount of messages, checking emails, nah, it was too much. But the point I was like, Faris, it just quit, bro.
A lot of liaisons is needed. We had to do our measurements. We had to do so many details about us, and that's another thing that people need to be aware of.
The funniest thing was that when they said they have to check our Instagram and stuff, guy, the way I went to my Instagram analyzing if there is any bad stuff.
Analyze.
Everything was clean.
Okay, so now on to the fitting. So I'll probably say 1 day before the fitting, which was scheduled in the summer, that's when we finally got confirmed for the job. So can you imagine, we waited about 2-3 weeks before, after doing the casting, 1 day before the fitting to actually find out we'd secured the job. And so this is how a fitting works. Do you want to explain it?
You have to provide the measurements and stuff and everything in the emails. So me, obviously I was doing night shift from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. I had to drive straight after the shift to London. So I arrived to London, I parked my car, Surprisingly, I think you were late, you know.
Analyze.
Lie, bro. Like,
Why you
'cause
gotta
I'm
say
usually,
that,
cause I'm usually late. Usually, yeah, most of the time I'm late. But if I late, I was like, bro, Vale, please, bro, we need to get this. Nah, it was because the funniest thing is that they said to us we have to make sure we come to these 3 days. One thing about modeling, if you say you're coming, you have to come, because if you violate one day, they don't want you no more. Like, it's literally straight. So when Farid was late, I was doing the biggest goal. I was calling you, I was saying to you, what should I do? And you were telling me, bro, just go inside. Bro, no modeling experience, nothing. You want me to go inside like this, smiling, bro, scared, bro. So it's like, wait for you. They told me to just go inside. So I parked my car, went inside, and people were asking me, so where is Faris? I was like,
Analyze.
guy, there was food everywhere.
Very good food.
Like, wow, I'm literally in a movie.
So the fitting worked. So what happens is we signed in again. They obviously got our names, asked us all our details again, even though we told them. And yeah, there was a big screen, like a white studio, with honestly wardrobes and wardrobes of clothes. Obviously, per picture up on screen. So after we'd eaten, we then got changed into the first outfits. They'd then take a photo, check it with the directors of the management above the board, and then yeah, we changed to another outfit, and we literally were changing outfits maybe. I'd say we actually.
We're doing like 3-4 times?
No, I'd say for you guys, you probably changed it about 7 times.
Analyze.
So in reality, changed it a lot of times. I didn't really have to change my outfit too much. He got quite a cool outfit. I got a little bit shaggy.
I wanted the blue one, bro. That red one's boring, bro.
Yeah. So then obviously we were changing outfits, take a picture, and then once taking the picture, they'd show the ChatGPT directors. They liked it. They'd say, okay, cool, but then obviously they were getting us to change outfits to see how it looked. We did that, and then they'd put loads of pictures on, like almost like a mood board of all the outfits. We can again show a picture.
Analyze.
So yeah, that's another thing to be aware of if you want to do any sort of custom modelling. When you do a fitting, you're gonna have to be prepared to be trying on a lot of clothes, and they're quite indecisive sometimes about what you're gonna try on. So yeah, you get ready to be taking loads of different pictures.
Yeah. There was like a big table full of people just on their laptops. So me and Faris, we go there now. The directors, they're looking at us like this. Bending their neck, going on the floor, touching us. I was thinking, yo, I'm a celebrity, rah.
Analyze.
That experience was nice, you know. I was literally like this. Keep touching. It was too funny.
And then another little Easter egg from the campaign as well is once we'd actually finished the fitting, so we got all our clothes, they confirmed what we wanted to wear, we were then walking and they said, oh, before you leave, don't suppose you have any pictures of you two as friends? And we were thinking, we were like, they're going to expose us.
They're going to violate, analyze.
Because obviously we were making out that we're best friends. And obviously we're good friends, but we didn't actually have too many pictures.
Yeah.
So then what we had to do is we had to go straight. Luckily, we were near like central London. And yeah, we were literally just walking around London, just taking snaps.
Yeah, like this.
I think we went to Queen Mary's graduation as well.
Oh, you know one thing I was angry about?
Yeah.
When we sent the pictures to them, they were like, any other better pictures and stuff? I was like, wow, it's violent.
We went to Queen Mary's graduation, we went to the park, we went to the streets of London, we were taking loads of pictures, like pretending like we're having a day out, almost like a date. And yeah, we sent them all over. So again, that's another thing to be aware of, is you might think, oh, I've got the fitting, I've secured the job, but there's still other things.
Yeah.
Because obviously what they ultimately used the photos for was, because it was a bedroom setting for the home workout for the campaign, they used the photos as little posters on the wall. So yeah, that was the fitting done, and then on for the actual shoot day.
Now we talk about the shoot day.
Bear in mind the shoot day, sorry, was literally the day after the fitting. So they told us the actual call time for the shoot day at probably about,
it was so late,
10 p.m, 10 11 p.m. And we had to go then from Northampton, I had to go from Worthing. And if anyone knows what Worthing is, that's a long journey to get to North London. I think we had to get there for like, what, 7:30?
But surprisingly, it was still late.
Analyze.
Analyzed. Yeah, so now, bear in mind me, I'm coming from Northampton all the way to London, you know. So I'm driving after the night shift work.
Yeah, night shift.
I was gone.
Done a night shift from 10 till 6 after the day of the fitting. I think the fitting was 28th of July or June. And then on the 29th, he's then not slept at all and gone straight to the shoot.
They were telling us, we have to be there at 8 on the dot. So analyze, I'm finishing at 6. To get to London takes 2 hours. So I was thinking, wow, I'm cooked. And I got there before this guy.
Analyze.
I was like, there's no way. I got there on time.
Because if you measure the geographical geometry from Northampton.
Geographical what? Hey,
Geographical
guys, talking about.
You measure the geographical.
Faris is analyzing.
Measure the geographical geometry.
The funniest thing I've analyzed in advance the previous day, so I put water clothes, bam, going into the car straight, changing, boom, driving, petrol gone.
Reality reanalyzed.
Now I'm there, parked. I'm angry now. Like I'm always late, but now I'm angry. Like how am I getting there before this guy? Calm. I get there now, and I feel like I'm waiting in the car. I'm trying to wait for you because it was the shoot day. It's an important day. I just want to wait for you. You don't want to go inside by myself.
Money day. So we get there. I'm a little bit late. I come in. We sign in and walk into straight into hair and makeup. This was in a sort of house, big house setting in was it Hilldown? Or somewhere in North London. The first thing I see Reality goes to me, rah, they've shaved the goatee.
Analyze.
Imagine me, I'm going there now. I'm seeing like a lot of professional people.
A lot of hair and makeup. Yeah.
Suit, hair and makeup sections. So while I'm waiting for obviously Faris, I'm seeing the people in the fitting, and obviously I know the fitting from the previous day. So I went up to them. They were saying, "Oh, how are you? How are you, Reality? Where's Faris?" I'm like, Faris is late. So now I'm waiting in the food section. The food area was full. There was literally food everywhere. Like it was a massive table, just food. Dolce and these
Dolce,
that.
yeah. You know what Dolce is?
You know Dolce guy.
Get to know.
Learn the Dolce thing.
Analyze.
So I was there. I literally had my breakfast. I was sitting down like this, like, my Faris is violent though. So now because Faris is violent, the one of the lady, she was asking me, so what is Faris? I was like, oh, I think he's coming now. So she just said to me, okay, let's get yourselves ready. So there were 3-4 girls asking me, oh, what's your name? How are you? Basic stuff. And they were like, oh, wow, you have to shave your goatee. I was like, brother.
You've been growing that, like.
I've been trying to grow this. They just start pulling out razors and stuff. I was like, hey, don't worry, I'm a barber.
Analyze.
I'm actually a barber. I learned how to cut hair 5 years ago. So now, boom. They were like, man, I'm surprised. Oh, wow, yeah, you're a barber. Like it's just a skill, it's not that deep. So I pull out the razor. One of them selected it, analyzed, selected it, slapped it. Zzz, all of them looking at me like, yo, this guy can cut. like it's not that deep. So now I'm cutting myself.
You cut your own goatee?
Yeah, bro.
Did you actually?
Yeah,
no
bro.
way. I never knew that.
Bro, doing my life. I was using a mirror, proper professional thing. They would look at me like.
I never knew that. I've never seen anyone cut their own facial hair in the shoot.
It was so funny. Then, now while obviously my goatee is finished and everything nicely, full zero, even the side. I haven't done the side for the coach. I was like, might as well put a zero straight. And yeah, they were bad. They were happy. Because they have to send it they asked the clients about my goatee. There was nothing there anyway. There was nothing there, but there was like silence and analyze. I finished now. I see Faris coming. Literally smiling. Guy, you were late.
Faris didn't analyze.
So then we got all our hair and makeup done. Got my hair sorted. Got our outfits changed. And then after that, we were just waiting around, to be honest. So we waited for about an hour until they're ready for us to go into the actual set. They got everything ready. We got our positions taken. Once we finished hair and makeup, we were just waiting around really for about an hour. And they called us onto set. We met the director, the assistant director, and they gave us instructions of what they wanted us to do and plan they had in mind for us today. Just where we would be positioned. I think Reality was on the bench press and I was standing up. And then the most important thing, they got the lighting sorted. Do you want to explain a little story about the lighting?
Oh my days.
So if you can't tell, I'm quite light and Reality is a little bit on the darker side.
Yeah, I think I'm darker, you know. Faris heard something that I didn't hear. We have to provide more lighting generators.
Yes. So because obviously our big difference in skin tones
is different.
If I stood too close to the window, to obviously light up reality's face, you wouldn't be able to see me. If they made it a bit darker, then obviously all you're seeing is reality's teeth.
Guy, you couldn't see me, oh guy.
So they really struggled to get, because the actual production set was outside, there was a window in the bedroom.
Yeah.
They really struggled to get the lighting sorted, and they actually got to the point where they put so much light into the room they actually broke it. Short circuit. They genuinely short circuited the set because they just couldn't get enough lighting.
I've never seen someone made some illegal money. There was one guy next to the window saying this word by word. Go a bit on the left, go a bit on the right. Because outside there was a big van with big plugs, generators, things, and it was like a big glass mirror stuff. I don't even know that thing. Complicated. Yeah, it was literally like this. Look, I'm not lying.
Analyze.
Next to the obviously the window and stuff. Obviously they were looking out. Go a bit on the left, go a bit on the right. For 8-10 hours straight. Like, brother, this is some illegal money. Like this. Go a bit on the left, go a bit on the right. I was like, rah.
Yeah.
People are actually.
So after reality then broke the set and we got everything sorted, we came back and then we did the shoot. And to be honest, because we were both very keen, it was a big job. We were working hard. They made us work hard.
No, I didn't work. They violated Faris. They were telling him, like they were actually telling him to work.
Yeah. And bear in mind, I actually played football, so I had a dislocated shoulder that day as well. Like I had problems with my
You were
shoulder.
dipping your line.
So I was doing raises, lateral raises, bench
and I was just there like.
Yeah, he's just there, the pretty
Smiling.
face. Yeah. Absolute violation. And but yeah, I was sweating afterwards.
It was way, bro.
Hair drenched, everything. But yeah, we had good fun, lots of laughs. Obviously, it's good to meet all the people on set as well. I overall had a good time. So when we were on set, we took stills first of all. So these were the shots that were going to be used for billboards, for still motion adverts. Just pictures basically of us doing different things. And what ended up happening is, even though I secured the whole bag basically, he's the one that ended up getting on all the billboards. Do you want to explain how that happened in reality?
So obviously the director was telling us to act a certain way, like, and they said they're gonna take individual photos of me first. I done everything, blah 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 blah, looking nice. Then they said they're gonna do Faris afterwards. When I finished, I asked the director, "Oh, should I call Faris to come in?" You know what the guy said? The guy said, "Oh no. We finished. Let's move to the video part."
Violation.
I was like, "Rah." So basically, I was trying to analyze. They took photos of me individually, and not Faris as well. So I was thinking, rah. So I might be on a solo thing.
Imagine that. So I kind of had that feeling because when we were doing the still photos, the director, he did seem to have a little bit of a thing for reality. He was saying, he was saying how nice his smile was. Obviously, he does have a nice smile. He was saying that obviously he was doing really well. I'm just giving him air compliments. That's all I can say.
No,
So,
but he was telling us like, you guys, we give you a phone, choose the music you want. You didn't care, bro. He said, nah. Like, you usually gave him vibe like, I don't care, bro.
Basically, they loved reality, and then they were like, let's take individual photos as a little con to get me out of the room. And then yeah, they took photos of him, and then those were the only photos that coincidentally ended up getting used for the billboards, which it's always good to see your bro win.
Always remember to analyze.
It's actually great. But
Now, but low-key, bro to bro, you were like, damn, like, you violent. You were, I could see in your face, you were like, low-key pissed. Like, you were like, wow.
It was all in God's hands.
Analyze.
So,
But I saw his face, it was like, real, you know you're gonna be on billboards by yourself. Like, yo, this is, I was like, right.
yeah.
Right.
So then after that, we then took like moving videos. So what it is, I walked in with the phone, I dapped up reality, and then yeah, he just went straight to bench press.
We've done that so many times.
Did it so many times. But reality, yeah, he was doing the bench press, and then I gave him the phone, and then I think there was it sort of zoomed out to both of us working out, and these were the pictures that that we used for like the YouTube advert that a lot of our friends actually saw.
Another thing, when we were doing the shoot day, I never seen the biggest camera in my life. There was someone in my face doing this. I was thinking, raw. I'm gonna be on television thing.
Analyze.
That was actually incredible. Also, the director was like, reality, do this, do that, and me, to be honest, I'm a natural person, so he kind of understood. He was a smart person to be like, okay, reality, just be yourself, just be yourself. To point out, the directors, everyone loved it. Just be myself, smile, say anything, just put my camera on my face and enjoy the video, laughed and everything. The makeup girls, they were always coming to pour water on us, make sure that we are actually like sweating and everything. That was kind of annoying. I was thinking, ugh, water again. Like I was dripping down. And then they made us like add a little bit of like makeup, not makeup obviously, but like little fixing here and then, plus the water. Nah, guys, my life.
Okay, so obviously we've explained everything of how we got the opportunity. Well, now if you want to be like us and be on billboards,
You have to analyze.
If you want to be on billboards like us, if you want to be cool at university, everyone coming up to us saying, "Oh, Mr. ChatGPT, Mr. ChatGPT," this is what you've got to do. So this is our 3 top tips on how to get into modelling / acting / commercials.
First thing,
Analyze.
I have a friend that does modeling. That's a woman.
No, okay. So the first one is being active on social medias. That can be firstly through obviously getting your face out there. So everyone knows about posting, everyone knows about making reels, making content. But also something maybe people don't know about as much is being active in terms of looking for opportunities, because there's plenty of casting agencies, not just through a modeling agency, but also on Instagram, through TikTok. And if you're active and you look for opportunities, if you message people, if you DM people, as well as getting your face out there, you're increasing your chances of finding jobs by a lot.
Because before this opportunity, Faris was always telling me reality. If you want to do modeling, this, that, you have to get your Instagram and social platform out there. When the ChatGPT opportunity came, my social media platform was already like stable and nice because of him. Because he was telling me reality, you need to start posting and everything. So my Instagram after like 3 months, 3-4 months, my Instagram was like kind of like nice, calculated. And funny enough, when the ChatGPT people, they asked us, the directors, oh, we need to look at your Instagram account and everything. I was kind of happy because my social media platform was there, you know. Thanks to Faris.
And our final piece of advice that we have is that if you do manage to actually land yourself an opportunity, whether that be through DMing on Instagram, being active on social media, someone reaches out to you, or if you're with an acting or casting agency, is that when you actually do go to a casting, is to really go to that opportunity with a positive mindset and being yourself ultimately. If you go there and you think to yourself, oh, I'm not going to get it, or for example we went to the ChatGPT casting, a lot of people, you could tell they're a bit shy or they're trying to act in a certain way, but because me and Reality were there together, we were able to just show our friendship, and that's what they were looking for, rather than thinking to ourselves, oh, we've got to act like this, we've got to act like that. And that's ultimately what landed us the job. So for anybody that's going to a casting, make sure you're yourself, treat people how you'd want to be treated, speak to them, make them feel welcome, because ultimately they're just people as well, even if they're trying to test you or cast you. And yeah, just believe in yourself.
Of course.
And just remember, it's not the end of the world if you don't get each individual casting, and hopefully opportunities will present themselves.
Just be yourself.
Just be yourself, and always remember,
Analyze.
When I say analyze, you say analyze. Analyze. Always remember to analyze.